Good morning and happy 2nd of Advent. It is Sunday and Caro is here, as you already saw, and I thought I'd give you a tiny update what we did yesterday. So it was quite an adventure, to be honest, because as you know, she also studied here last year, so we have been on the West Coast loads of times. So we thought, oh, maybe we can do a new trip and just be more in the area of Bordeaux. So we just took the train for 10 minutes and it was just like €3 or so, so very cheap. And then we went to like a nature reservat, like a really pretty nature area. But the problem was that we could only take the train to Friestads, and then usually there's a bus, but it's not running on weekends. So we decided to how do you call it, oh yeah, you call it hitchhike. We decided to hitchhike, and I haven't done this since I was on the Lofoten Islands. And so we were both standing there with our thumbs out. And I think the first time we only waited for 10 minutes, and then a really nice man, he picked us up. And the thing was, it was only like a 5 minutes drive, but I think if you would have walked, it would be 1.5 hours. So it really made a difference, and we were so happy. And then we were there in the nature and walked around, and we were also really lucky with finding a very cute cafe. And it was just a really relaxing and chill day, and to see like another scenery. And then also the way back we hitchhiked again. That time I think we had to wait for like 20 minutes, and I personally would only recommend to do it with another person. I feel like I feel a bit safer there. And there a woman picked us up, and she was actually already so much in a hurry to get to her own job. But yes, that was really kind. And then actually from Friestads we took the bus home, and the bus driver was like, oh no, today the ride is for free. So that was super kind. So we were so lucky that the whole trip was extremely cheap for us. And now we're gonna head to the sauna and do like the sauna and ice bathing thing. And this afternoon it's really exciting because we're gonna open up the application for the second retreat. And yeah, we will see who's gonna apply for it and read through all of the applications. And I think it will be fun to read through the motivation and why people want to be part of our retreat. And yes, so it's a really chill weekend.
And pretend that I was in the dark when you met my friends, didn't even try with them. I said
hello, I thought I'd take you on my journey to pick up my outfit. I'm nearly finished. So today I was feeling a bit like I wanted to wear something creative. To be honest, I was a bit much on social media this morning, and I just had so many ideas what I want to create and capture. And so I feel like always my mood kind of impacts my outfit. So I have worn this combination, I think last year, maybe the last time. It's been a while, definitely. I saw, I think, a girl in my university last year wearing 2 blouses, but she had one in pink and one in yellow, or I don't know, it was just like 2 colors combined. And I thought, oh, I just loved the idea of layering. If you didn't know, I also just like layering in general, and I think it's quite cute having 2 on top. Then I'm wearing these jeans like always. So now I'm thinking if I want to feel even fancier and wear my white skirt. So let's see how it would look like. I think I might go for that also because is just way warmer. Let me show you how it looks here. I think here you can see the vision. Oh, sorry, my mirror is so dirty, but I got it new actually from secondhand, and I can't really put it up yet, so I'm hoping actually to find something that I can buy to put underneath. But yeah, oh, I just love these like ruffles, and I think the outfit looks definitely a bit more creative, and I'm just gonna wear my brown and pink sneakers. Okay, let me catch up with you real quick. I feel like I have so many things I wanted to talk with you in this video. I just don't even know where to start. I actually have to leave in like 5 minutes to go to university. I knitted something the other day, and in the end something went wrong, so I'm meeting up with a girl. She studies fashion design and she will help me, and I'm so happy because in our knitting class that I'm having, so it's an extra course that I'm doing, so it's not really part of my studies, but I really wanted to have something more hands-on, and there we are currently learning, like we have to knit different samples, and it's not really, we're not learning how to make like one garment or things like that. It's more about learning, oh, this is full rib, this is Milano, this is Lacoste, and it's actually quite interesting. I'm having an exam next year and I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna take it. I think I'm gonna try to do it. The thing is, I don't have to do it because it's an extra course, but I guess it would be nice to try it out. But in that exam we will get like samples, so that's what we're also currently doing in our class, where we analyze them and then have to draw out the yarns and see what kind of structure it is, and have to count like the courses and the wales, and it's honestly really a bit challenging. I was kind of frustrated yesterday when we had the course, because yeah, it's a really different kind of thinking, and yeah, a bit like mathematics, to be honest. The teacher was saying like you have to think in a specific way about it. Never mind. But I'm still glad I have this course. Tomorrow I will have my 3rd knitting lab. But yes, we will also have a presentation tomorrow, a group presentation for our course Trend Forecasting, and that course actually has been interesting. I would say it's definitely my least favorite. Yeah, so the trend forecasting lecture or course was really not my favorite, but we had one seminar which I thought was really interesting, which was with an artist, and every seminar is kind of different. Today it was about AI, and that one with the artist was really interesting. And there we had to, she actually started the lecture with a meditation, which was so nice, and she said like, let's put all our phones and laptops away for today, and I could really sense that during the whole day I was just way more focused on what was going on in the class. And then we went to the textile museum, which is in our university building, and there is an area where you can like craft, and there are like different materials we could use. But anyway, before we also had a group discussion with some questions, and I thought I'd read them to you because I really like them. And the first was, when are you creative in your mind, with your hands? And always when I do Q&As on Instagram, people ask me how I stay creative. With my hands, I feel like I'm creative when I am cooking, because I really like cooking and baking, and especially with cooking it's so fun to throw like different leftover vegetables or rice or so together, and just yeah, put some seasonings together and see what's coming out of it. And so I think there is where I'm creative, but I guess the biggest part is obviously for me social media, and also the editing part is when I think a piece really comes together, and where I'm really flexible with what kind of font I want to use, how one clip transfers to the next one, and I must say I never do color correcting or anything like that. I'm actually quite glad about this, because I think there you can spend so much more time. But yeah, for me, like, I don't edit that. But yes, so that's kind of where I get creative, I would say. And it also says, what impact does creativity have on you? And I think for me it has a really big impact, because I share my creativity online. So I think being creative allows me to connect with even more people who are creative, and yeah, I don't know, just share a passion where then other people who also share same interests and content creation can interact. And yeah, it's always so fun to chat to people who are also loving content creation, or I don't know, other forms of art, I would say. Creativity also just really helps me also to stay in the moment, especially when I'm outside. I think I am the most creative, or I happen to have a lot of ideas what I want to capture. But I think when I'm the most creative, I don't think, oh, I am so creative right now, because it goes just so naturally. So I think that's so interesting. Oh yeah, I think the thing what I wanted to share is, what I thought was really interesting is, we talked about internal and like inner and outer sustainability, and I never really thought about these terms so much. I think it's really a trend for the past few years that people try to focus on their inner health, their mental well-being, and just focus more on their own thoughts and yeah, being healthy. And yeah, that is actually inner sustainability, and outer sustainability is more the actions that you take. So how I maintain my internal sustainability, I guess, would be I think I said during our group discussion that crying is so important to me, and I think I talked so much in my videos already, but just crying keeps me in balance. So emotional balance, and then also having time for myself where I just do things I enjoy, or just lay in my bed, but also being active and going for a swim on my own or with other people, or going for walks, catching up with friends and calling my parents or so. I think that's what maintains my inner sustainability as well. And yeah, so I thought these questions were really interesting. But to be honest, I have to run now, or take my bike basically. I think I will wear this skirt, and when I look outside, the trees are all white. There's no snow like on the ground, but it's still yeah, cold. And yeah, so I will head to the knitting lab, and then at 5 to 8 I have my Swedish class. And yes, so that's for today.